Meet my colleagues in the house who will be on judge duties tonight. Apologies, we are starting way behind schedule. We may be late, but we promise you we'll make it worth your while and it will be great. Meet Tony the Voice. How are you doing, Tony?
Yeah, Femi, excited to be here. Excited to be back on George's duties right here on the FATG fan battle. It's getting dicey. As the part of the competition, we start separating the boys from the men, the wheat from the tars. It's now or never. Game on.
We'll see how that goes. Say welcome, Chidebere, Anugolu, my brother.
Femi, is that my brother? Anyway, Femi, it's always a pleasure being here. And you know,
somebody has been my nephew in recent times. Who did I call nephew last time? Was it you or Sam? I think it was Sam.
Yeah,
it was Sam.
You know, I'm under the weather currently. Just left the doctor's bay, and what's funny, sir, you know. And
this love triangle again.
But Femi, when I knew you were going to be here tonight again, I had no other option. I had to be here for me, Femi, for the love I have for you, Femi.
So you left the sick bay at the hospital.
Yes.
And came here.
Yeah. Look, I'm not sounding like the Ezemo. I've been humanized.
What was diagnosed? Brokenheartedness?
I've been spending a lot of time with human beings, Femi. I should, you know, go into my space.
Or go back into divinity.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Here's a woman who helps us make sense of it all. Seraphine Napoleon, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Femi. Great to be here. Looking forward to tonight's battle, though. But it's always great to be on the show with you, you know? You always look great. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know you're a fine man, Femi, you know.
Seraphina, you don't have to remind us what we know.
Allow me to talk to Mr. Femi. What's wrong with you?
I can't allow you, do that.
I choose not to comment.
I wish I had Tony's height.
I will not comment.
It's not about the voice.
Seraphina, you don't tell me I look this good every time. The way you tell Femi, yeah, Femi is my boss, but Seraphina, you have to do better.
Okay.
You must do better.
I'm sorry.
Next time you two do better. All right, guys, let's move on with the show. Next up, you're going to meet our contestants. Let me see if I can run you through them straight off. Tonight, Battle 1 on the night pitches two gentlemen. One is an entrepreneur. He's a Barcelona fan globally and an Eyimba and stationery stores admirer locally. He stays somewhere in Dauda Street or Jaw in Lagos. On Twitter, he is at Ben Jeezy. On Instagram, he is at Ben Jeezy World. His friends call him Ben Jeezy. His full name, Benjamin Aimwemuje. I stutter with his name all the time. Hello, Ben. How are you doing?
Fine. Good to be here again.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you again. And I can't wait to hear you battle again. His opponent. He's an Arsenal fan globally, an Eyimba fan, just like Benji locally. He stays somewhere at Thomas Estates, somewhere in Aja in Lagos State. He represents Etiosa. On Twitter, he's at Emilokon1234. On Instagram, he is Segun Black 9, something like that. His friends called him Goldberg. He's Oluwasegun Emmanuel Adedeji. Shags, how are you doing? Welcome back.
Femi, feels good to be here again. I think the last time I was here, nobody ever believed that I'm under the weather, but now, so let's get down to business.
You are under the weather that day. It didn't stop you from demolishing everybody and winning the
1 million naira is at stake. Yeah.
Okay. So now that you are well,
above the weather,
we should all hold our heads in our hands. All right. Good luck to you, Benjamin. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will go into the battle, the first for the night. We're streaming on Facebook. That's Nigeria Info 99.3. We're streaming on YouTube, which you'll find on our Twitter handle at Nigeria Info FM. We're streaming on the Nigeria Info mobile app. You can take us wherever you go. You'll never miss a thing. I'm Femi. On behalf of the crew, I say a fine welcome to you listening to us at home, at work, or in your car. This is going to be great. We'll be back.
Coming up.
Shopping festival deals and free delivery.
99.39
plus a 10% discount when you pay with your Access Bank card from now to the 30th of June. Conga, the e-commerce group you trust.
You go, my sweet baby. You'll never let me down. No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
itel TV, it's time to enjoy better life with itel TV. Go for itel TV, buy itel TV, and enjoy itel TV. Wow, itel TV, the best for home offices and other places are of different types: 19 inches, 32 inches, and 43 inches, with super bright and perfect sound quality. It's durable, also affordable. This is the best time to buy all range of itel TV. Don't buy just any TV. Buy itel TV. Itel, enjoy better life.
You don't wait
99.3
meet life
99
after morning,
99
after cup.
99
Stimulating aroma and rich creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Available at 70 naira per sachet. And for every 8 sachets you buy this month, you get 1 sachet absolutely free. Start strong, finish strong. It all starts with a Nescafe. T's and C's apply.
Enter the place and it brighten. Make everybody they wonder. Waiting because of the shine. Lush hair. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls we know better. Lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango. Lie. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. You wonder how I shine like this. I'm on a lush hair, be the coco. Say you want to know. And if you wanna be fine like me, I can show you where to go. A lush hair, be the coco.
Beautiful people know how to make an impression, and that's why they only trust Lush Hair Extensions to bring out the shine in them. Lush Hair, be beautiful.
Hey, Afana.
You could be 4 debates away from 1 million naira.
Good day, honorable judges, are ever attentive audience.
That's the moderator co-debater. We've crowned 3 I Beg to Differ debate champions.
My name is Tanvita Kaushik.
I'm Ruth Okocha. My name is Bawadiesa. And if you want to be the 4th,
in fact, it even gives you a new global perspective.
The West
Since 1998
begins
during the 2015 election.
Now. The auditions for the next I Beg to Differ debate tournament are on. It's open to all secondary school students in Lagos, aged between 12 and 16. Just go to www.nigeriainfo.fm and click on I Beg to Differ and follow the instructions. Auditions close 3 p.m. July 12th, 2022.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adesina, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3
You could be 4 debates away from 1 million naira.
Good day, honorable judges, our ever attentive audience.
That's the majority of co-debater. We've crowned 3 I Beg to Differ debate champions.
My name is Sanvita Kaushik.
I'm Ruto Kocho. My name is Dawajesa.
And if you want to be the 4th,
in fact, it even gives you a new global perspective.
The quest
since 1998
begins
during the 2015 election.
Now. The auditions for the next I Beg to Differ debate tournament are on. It's open to all secondary school students in Lagos, aged between 12 and 16. Just go to www.nigeriainfo.fm and click on I Beg to Differ and follow the instructions. Auditions close 3 p.m. July 12th, 2022.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this
is Nigeria Info.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adesina, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Embedding that YouTube channel on our Twitter handle at Nigeria Info FM. You get to vote on Facebook and you get to vote on Twitter. You also get to vote via the phone lines. 7 of you at this stage, maximally. It's the best of 4 people. And of course, the panel of judges here, 3 of them, Chidebere, Tony, and Sarafina. They hold 60% of the entire votes. They are the professionals. And we will be leaning heavily on them to make the best decisions in favor of the battle, in favor of excellence, and in favor of the longings of those who follow and who want the best outcome. So welcome to the battle. Benjamin is here. So is Segun. For the purpose of tonight's first contest, Benjamin is contestant number 1. And he will go first. Topic at issue: Arsene Wenger's Invincibles or Jose Mourinho's 15 goals conceded a season Chelsea. Which is a greater feat? I repeat. Arsene Wenger's Invincibles or Jose Mourinho's 15 goals conceded a season Chelsea. Which is a greater feat? I don't know, and I don't care what either of these men's personal opinion is on the matter. What I do know is that we put the 2 positions randomly into a lottery dip, and Benjamin picked Wenger, while Segun picked Mourinho. Once again, Benjamin is defending Wenger's Arsenal. Segun is defending Mourinho's Chelsea. It doesn't represent what they believe. For instance, Segun, who's defending Chelsea, is an Arsenal fan. So just put that in perspective. So when you do vote, remember, it is not about the position these individuals have taken. The position is not reflected. Their own original opinion is not reflected in the argument. They are arguing for the sake of this battle. Respect that when you vote. And remember not to vote based on the position you appreciate more, but the contestant whose effort you appreciated more on the night. You may agree with the position, but choose not to vote for that contestant espousing that position if the other contestant impressed you more. So let's go into the battle. Benjamin, are you ready? I'd like to hear you.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Okay.
All right, your position is that Wenger's invincible Arsenal was a better team than Jose Mourinho's team, which conceded only 15 goals in an entire season. I'm setting the clock for a minute for your opening argument, and it starts now.
The Wenger's invincible team was a team that had that chemistry between the defense, the midfield, and the attack. And this same team was characterized with free-flow football. And again, when you talk about counter-attacking football, this team was synonymous. Now, if you look at that team now, Thierry Henry, Robert Pires, Dennis Bergkamp, these 4 people were very, 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 very instrumental. And this guy in the midfield, Patrick Vieira. Now, because of this versatility and their attacking prowess, they were able to score. Arsenal was able, Thierry Henry was able to be the highest goal scorer in Premier League, which he beat the 30 goals barrier, which was being held by Kevin Phillips only, prior to doing 38 game format. So with this kind of record, I believe this team has special and greater compared to Jose Mourinho's 15 team. Thank you.
Opening comments made, established, recorded, and appreciated. Thank you, Benjamin. It's time now to listen to the opening comments of Segun Adedeji, who says Jose Mourinho's 15-goal concession a season was the better team. Segun, you have 1 minute to opening your argument to try and get us convinced. Your clock is ticking.
No doubt, that 15 goals is actually a nice feat for me because if you look at that season, Chelsea won 29 games and amazed 95 points. Unlike the Arsenal Invincibles who won 26 games, draw 12 and amazed 19 points. As at that time, Chelsea set this record of conceding 15 goals in a season. They amazed 95 points, which was a record until Man City surpassed this same record with 100 points. So what are you telling me? Considering the 15 goals, you have to give it up to the likes of Ricardo Carvalho, the likes of Gentili. It's not easy. How many clubs have even set this kind of record? If you are talking about the Invincibles, there are other clubs who set this record. The likes of FC Porto, Rangers, Celtic, AC Milan, Juventus, they set this record. So, a 15 goals in a season, even the likes of Man City, who won the league the last time, couldn't set a record. So for me, considering the 15 goals in a season is a record that will barely be broken at all. John Terry said it all, that yes, to break this record, you have to just do what? It will take a long while to break this record for me.
And so Segun's opening comments, duly noted and recorded. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's a battle that sees a Benjamin, a Barcelona fan, defending Arsenal, and Segun, an Arsenal fan, defending Chelsea. That is the nature of the battle. It does not reflect what they believe in person. It's all for the debate. Remember that when you vote for either of them. Vote based on performance, not position. All right? Don't vote for the position you agree with, but for the performance that impressed you, even if that performance was by someone whose position you do not agree with. Is that clear? All right, streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. You will find on Twitter. Follow Nigeria Info everywhere we go, plus the Nigeria Info mobile app. Our producers are working in tandem. The voting mechanism will be up once we go head to head. And on Facebook, you'll find it on our official page. That's Nigeria Info 99.3. Just on the live stream itself, below the topic for the debate, you'll see their names, Benjamin and Oluwasegun, or Segun, whichever one you see. We go head to head now between these two gentlemen. Benjamin, Segun, I'll give you 2 minutes. Remember to let each other be heard. At the same time, remember, it's a battle. So whatever you need to do to be audible and clear, while at the same time as strong and as affirmative as you need to be, well, it's up to you. If it becomes a racket, I may need to stop you. If you don't stop, I may cut you off before 2 minutes. If you impress me and I feel you need more time, I will give you an extra minute. All the best, gentlemen. For 2 minutes, the head-to-head starts right now.
You said a lot of teams have done this thing in other leagues now.
Benjamin.
Now, in the top 5 leagues in Europe,
that season that Chelsea conceded 15 goals. Do you know that Chelsea were on the verge of even doing the Invincible that season? They only lost to Man City 1-0.
In the top 5 league season, in the top 5 league in Europe, it's only, I repeat, it's only in modern era. It's only Antonio Conte, that did that unbeaten. No other team. You are
giving a wrong far. You are giving a wrong far. It's not a wrong far. Before Steven Gerrard leave Rangers to Aston Villa,
listen. Rangers is not a top 5. Rangers is not a top 5 league in Europe.
You can't tell me that.
Definitely. The top 5 league in Europe.
Okay, AC Milan is not top flight in Europe. They did it invisible.
Okay, AC Milan. Juve,
Celtic is not part of them.
No, Celtic is not top 5 in Europe.
Part of them.
Porto is not top 5.
Porto that won the Champions League is not part of the top
5 league in Europe.
You must be kidding me. No. You can't tell me that.
La Liga.
Okay, how many top teams in Europe? How many top teams in Europe have even gone in a season and conceded 15 goals? Tell me.
What
You
I'm
don't have
telling you
an answer.
that,
So,
what I'm
see,
telling you is that
see, before
you
you
go a top 5 league in Europe.
Before you can battle me, you got to get your fact right.
Another thing that
There's
helped
many
your
other
team.
things for me.
Another thing that helped your
Jose
team was
Mourinho team could have
it
done
was a team that was
invincible in
back
that
with
team.
money.
He only lost
that was
City.
costing big money.
Do you know you
If
could
not
have
for
set
the
another
money
record
people
of
had,
even
that
considering
level
the
was
14
there was
goals.
no
If not for
nothing
Man
special
City.
about that team because
Not
this team was
special
one
word.
Please
Yes.
let yourselves be heard.
If you are telling me nothing special in that team, then it's Invincible nothing special also.
There was something special in this because Invincible was not a fund. It was not a financial back team.
Do you know why it's not special to me? Because other European teams did it also.
Look,
so the 15 goals we are talking about here, how many top teams
Chelsea in
did
their
that
first
15
league
goals?
during the
Concede 15
Roman
goals.
during the Abramovich revolution?
Yes.
Chelsea in their first team they recruited 13 players,
and
it cost them 121.3 million pounds.
Okay.
Now in the second season they recruited 8 players, which cost them 92.2 million pounds. And
at the
everything
end,
in that
at the
Chelsea,
end,
in that Arsenal team.
don't shift.
Wait, now
At the end, we are talking about Invincible and 15 goals conceded. Because let me tell you something.
I'm trying to make it which one has the great.
Do you know
which one is your great?
The season Arsenal did Invincible.
Listen.
Arsenal won 26 games, brought 12. And amassed 90 points. That season,
Thierry scoring 41% of that game now.
That season at Chelsea.
What I'm making to understand that if not for the money, Chelsea would have had the opportunity to do that thing. We are talking about an Arsenal team. There was no bad. There was no having that financial back. You know that even the cheapest player in Arsenal was going for 150,000 pounds.
I don't care.
150,000 pounds.
I don't
even
care.
Thierry Henry that was
money buys success in football nowadays.
Wait, let me tell you
don't
what.
have money.
What you have to know that this Chelsea team. This Arsenal team is like a child that comes from a humble background, that stands toe to toe with people that are very, very wealthy, and he can still hold his own. So definitely he is a special. He's the top one among his.
Even the likes of Wenger can't even achieve that record that this developer said.
Not at all. A child that comes from a humble background that can stand toe to toe.
Well, I got the impression that they run each other ragged. If I'd given them an extra minute, they will probably stop themselves. But that was a feisty debate. I like the fact that when I asked you gentlemen to allow yourselves to be heard, you guys, you stepped on the brakes a little bit and allowed yourself to be heard for, well, a few seconds. And then we were back there. Well, it was enough time for me to decide to give you one extra minute. But the head-to-head is done now. It's Benjamin who is rooting for Arsene Wenger's Invincibles. He's the Barca fan. And Segun, the Arsenal fan, who's rooting for Jose Mourinho's team, which went a full season conceding only 15. The question is, which one was greater? Which of those achievements were greater? Remember, the positions they defend do not necessarily reflect their personal opinions. It is for just this debate. Don't just vote based on whether you think Arsene Wenger's Invincibles were better or Mourinho's team that went considered only 15 in the season was better. That is not the issue. The issue is who impressed you more of these two individuals, and the way they composed themselves, the way they marshaled their points, the way they convinced you. Whether you were convinced in the end, but whether you're convinced or not, whether you agree or not, did they do enough? Who did more? Essentially that. Now we'll give you guys 1 minute each to close your arguments. Benjamin, your contestant 1. This 1 minute is for your closing argument, and that's it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The clock is ticking.
A verified portal, VR Football, that's Bleacher Report, in his top 5 Premier League season of all time, Arsenal was ranked number 2 and Chelsea was number 3. That is the 2004-2005 season, with Man United 2008-2009 season the number 1. Even another portal, that's sportbible.com, in their top 5 team of all time, that Arsenal team was number 2. Man United 2008-2019 was number 1. Even the so-called your Chelsea team was not even in the top 4 of it. That tells you that team is special, has a great feel. As I told you earlier on, a child that has a humble background, that stands toe to toe with the so-called aristocratic set of people, and he can hold his own. That child is special, and he's supposed to be this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your argument concluded and properly taken note of. We appreciate it, Benjamin. Thank you very, very much. So your job is done now, and we would hear a rebuttal from Segun, his own closing debate. Yes. Benjamin, your conclusion, highly appreciated. Segun, are you good to go?
Yeah.
You have 1 minute to close your own argument in favor of Chelsea. Your time starts now.
During this 2014 season, when Chelsea set this record, they were even on the verge of even doing what? Ending that season invisible. They only lost to Man City in that week game 9. And then they are even on course to even set another record, which is 14 goals. So you can't tell me that see, there are so many teams that have done invisible team. Like 5 European teams that are doing invisible team. But the question is, how many top European teams has even gone ahead and break that Chelsea record? It's impossible for a defender like Ricardo Carvalho and John Terry to go in just a season to do what? To concede 15 goals. The likes of Virgil van Dijk can't even do that. The likes of even Thiago Silva for Chelsea can't even do that. We have top defenders who have even we can even rank them among this like Ricardo Carvalho, John Terry. They can't even achieve that feat. So you have to give it up to. The question is, has the record broken up till now? No. The invisible record, has it been broken? Yes. The likes of Porto, the likes of Celtic, the likes of Rangers, the likes of Juventus, the likes of AC Milan have all set this record unbeaten on. I've always said it. They have turned their invisible.
Thank you very much, Segun. So the debate is over. The battle is over between these two gentlemen. It is decision time. Decision time. Was it Benjamin for you, or was it Segun? Was it a close call? Or was it, was it very clear? I suspect it would be a close call. We'll go to the phone lines first. I'm wondering whether I should take a break before we visit the phone lines. Take a break. And don't forget, it will be a short break. When we come back, we'll go straight to the phone lines. Don't remember who argued what. Benjamin spoke first, the Barcelona fan who defended Arsene Wenger's invincible Arsenal. And Segun spoke second. He's the Arsenal fan who defended Jose Mourinho's Chelsea team, which conceded only 15. You heard the arguments, you heard the head-to-head, and you heard the closing arguments. When we come back, it will be time to vote. We're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 993. If you haven't voted, go vote there. The voting portal is on the live stream just below the topic. We're streaming live on YouTube, and you'd find that YouTube live stream on our Twitter handle at Nigeria Info FM. You could also follow this battle by virtue of the Nigeria Info mobile app. You can take us wherever you go, and you never miss a single thing. Is that done? Good. 20 percentage points via phone lines, 20 percentage points via social media, 10 for Twitter, 10 for Facebook, 60 percentage points in the hands of Sarafina, Chidebere, and Tony. 20, 20, 20. Will somebody clear all 100? Will it be a close shave? Will I have to break the tie? We'll find out soon.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
You could be 4 debates away from 1 million naira.
Good day, honorable judges, are ever attentive audience.
That's the moderator co-debater. We've crowned 3 I beg to differ debate champions.
My name is Sanvita Kaushik.
I'm Ruto Kocho. My name is Dawajesa.
And if you want to be the 4th,
in fact, it even gives you a new global perspective.
The quest
Since 1998
begins
during the 2015 election.
now. The auditions for the next I beg to differ debate tournament are on. It's open to all secondary school students in Lagos, aged between 12 and 16. Just go to www.nigeriainfo.fm and click on I beg to differ and follow the instructions. Auditions close 3 p.m. July 12th, 2022.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Additional, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3
You could be 4 debates away from 1 million naira.
Good day, honorable judges, are ever attentive audience.
That's the majority of co-debater.
We've crowned 3 I Beg to Differ debate champions.
My name is Tanvita Kaushik.
I'm Rita Kocha. My name is Baba Jessa.
And if you want to be the 4th,
in fact, it even gives you a new global perspective.
The quest
since 1998
begins
during the 2015 election.
Now. The auditions for the next I Beg to Differ debate tournament are on. It's open to all secondary school students in Lagos, aged between 12 and 16. Just go to www.nigeriainfo.fm and click on I Beg to Differ and follow the instructions. Auditions close 3 p.m. July 12th, 2022.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do
whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Additional, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.
We're packing things up and moving swiftly. Tony is by my side, as is Chidebere and Sarafina. It is decision time for Benjamin and Segun. Before we come to the panel, we'll go to the phone lines first. The numbers are 0700 993 993 993. I repeat, 0700 993 993 993. Our special numbers exclusively for ladies: 01 46 57 190, 01 46 57 190. Let's hear from you. The best of 7. Whoever gets the first 4 wins 20 percentage points. Tony, who's voting first? Hello, how are you doing?
Femi!
Hey, Joe Baba, how are you doing?
Boss, I greet.
That signature is one and only. Welcome, brother.
Thank you very much, sir. I greet the panel in the house. I'm giving it to Segun because the point is too much. Though I also agree, so close to call. But where he won my heart was, playing the whole team like Porto, like Celtic. Most of them, they've done it in their own various leagues. So he wants my heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So Benjamin Trill, Segun taking the first vote. Who's the next? Thank you, Joe Baba. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'd vote for Benjamin.
Benjamin. You want us to know you, or you would rather be anonymous?
Oh, my name is Bright.
Welcome, Bright. Where are you calling from?
Akapa.
Okay. Thank you very much for voting. It's 1-1 between Segun and Benjamin. Who's our third voter? Hi there.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm very well.
Okay.
Okay, this is Peculiar on the line.
Welcome, Peculiar. How do you vote, Peculiar?
Yeah, this is a close call. I'll vote for Segun.
Segun takes your vote.
Yes,
thank you, Peculiar. Segun leads 2-1. Hello, you are our fourth voter. How are you?
Hey, good evening, Femi and gang.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
My name is Sharon.
It's a pleasure, as always, Sharon.
I'm giving my vote to Segun.
Segun takes your vote, Sharon.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. It did it for you. Segun leads 3-1. The next vote could be of some consequence. Hi there.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome. Oh, goodness. It's gone. Let's go elsewhere. Hi, good evening to you.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Femi.
Welcome. How are you today?
Fine. My name is Chinwe Nancy.
Chinwe, how are you? Now go ahead.
Sir.
You heard Segun, you had Benjamin. Who did it for you?
Segun did it for me. His opening debate wowed me. My vote goes to Segun.
Segun takes your vote. Thank you, Chinwe, Nancy, and Sharon, and Peculiar, and everyone else. Well, it's now 5 votes, and Segun has it 4-1. So the remaining 2 votes will be inconsequential. So we will leave it at that. Thank you for voting. Segun, you lead by 20 percentage points. We come to the panel with 60% of all votes available. Tony, Chidebere, Sarafina, in no particular order. Anyone can choose to go first. Nobody wants to go first. Okay, I'll go first.
Don't worry. Let me go first.
Okay.
Well, what a battle, really. This has got the proximity fine lines, really, for both sides. Benjamin, had really good points. But the nature of this, in an argument like this, it's interesting to see who attacks. It's like football, it's like sport, and you always have a hang of who is leading the attack and the other who is defending. Sometimes it's a switching baton, but it did look like all through, Segun was imposing. He was attacking all through, even though I think he didn't have as much points and didn't use as much stats and numbers as Benjamin did. All right, but yeah, it was a good one, really. Benjamin started talked about mentioned names of the team, the record by Thierry Henry, the affiliation of that team with FIFPro. But I expected him to have done better, especially in terms of isolating that invisible team individually. What were they able to achieve after, doing such an epoch-making event? I mean, the likes of, Thierry Henry was Ballon d'Or runner-up, was FIFA Player of the Year. I think Silva twice in 2003, 2004, won the European Golden Shoe. I mean, Benjamin, you had the opportunity to pick out that team individually. That team will knock out, maybe not, in the defensive part, but going forward individually, that Arsenal team is beyond words. And you could see that individually, if you go out and pick out what they achieved after that season, they did so much more. I expected you to have really gone into that and isolate this talent. You mentioned some names. I thought you should have mentioned more names. It would have been really appealing to the fans, really, because they had rich talent, some of the best players ever to have played in the Premier League. That Chelsea team was good, but it was more dependent on the defense. So you could have done more with players from the midfield, players going forward. I love the fact that you brought in the Thierry Henry record, breaking the 30-goal mark in a 38-game season. That was good, but you could have done well. You could have done better with identifying and isolating some of the talents and what they were able to actually achieve. I liked your point where you said the Chelsea team was inspired by financial boost, which was key. That's a massive point, because it was just the start of a reign which was fueled by lots of money, and they had the ability to buy big players at that time. Arsenal wasn't particularly financially fueled, so that was a very good point from you, Benjamin. But on the balance of things, really, on the balance of things, I felt that for the occasion tonight, Segun was more compelling for me. And then again, I always say it here, it's not really about how many points that you have. If you have one, if you're able to masticate it, if you're able to enforce it on your competitor, you will convince people. And Segun looked to me battle ready. He was more fluent. I think it's also important to note that he was more eloquent. There was the extravaganza with the way he went about his thing. It looked to me like he was in a boxing ring, and I could feel the sporting perspective of how he attacked this. Yeah, so I think for tonight, for the sake of this debate, I would go for Segun. On a different day, I'd probably go for, Benjamin, because I felt he had more points and he made more allusions. But it's a battle. You have to bring it to the table. Femi, Segun gets it for me.
So offense 1 for you. Okay, 40 percentage points already in the hands of Segun. If he gets one more from the panel, he would have won this battle. Sarafina, Chidebere, how do you vote?
I would go. Nice one, but I would be voting for Benjamin because of 3 reasons. First off, nice, decent arguments. They made a case for themselves. But there's this thing I believe everyone must not shout on top of their voices. You can be calm and make your point. For me, Segun was on top of his voice. He was trying to enforce himself on Benjamin because Benjamin is not a loud type. It's obvious that Segun is the loud type and the rest. So, but for me, you look at Benjamin's, just like I mentioned, 3 points. One was when Segun mentioned that the leagues in Europe, across the top 5 leagues in Europe, that they've also repeated that on unbeaten feet. And he said, he mentioned Porto, mentioned, trying to record Celtic. The other team, Celtic. And he had to let him know that Porto is not in the top 5 leagues. And actually, Porto is not in the top 5 leagues. Celtic is not in the top 5 leagues at the end of the day. So I love that, really stood out for me. Also, when he mentioned that Chelsea literally bought their way that particular season. We all know Arsenal under Arsene Wenger. They were not the money spending type, and they were getting the results. That also stood out for me. But what I expected Benjamin to do as well was for him to let Segun know that under Arsenal, that particular season, the team the unbeaten team, they played entertaining football. It was nothing compared to what Chelsea played when they conceded little goals that particular season. They literally gave us 9-1-1 kind of football. At that point, it was all about getting the result. Do not ship in less goals and go ahead to get the results. But the unbeaten team, they were getting the goals. They were entertaining to watch. You could literally sit back, even though you are not an Arsenal fan, you could sit back and want to watch an Arsenal game. That's it. So the points he made stood out for me. One, calling his attention to the fact that no, Porto is not in the top 5 league. I think that was a great one. Also, during his opening, his intro, he said the kind of football they played also stood out for me. And his closing remarks when he said that when you look at that team, they can stand on their own, also stood out for me. That's the reason why I'm voting for Benjamin.
Interesting. So it's 20-40 advantage Segun. Benjamin has 20. Segun has 40. Chidebere, how do you vote?
Well, Femi, I think I'll start by saying that history doesn't remember titles. It remembers names, and I mean that could sound very ambiguous, but I said so because again I think both of them had a very good argument. I enjoyed listening to Benjamin. I enjoyed listening to Segun, and so I thought Benjamin could have done more, and I was just going to say that next time maybe when we're going to make our verdict, people like me should go first and Tony shouldn't go first, because Tony got just basically touched on. It was very comprehensive with his analysis, and that was exactly the things I was thinking about.
Are you trying to say the smarter ones should go last?
Well, Femi, what I'm trying to say,
because it's like, people like me should go first. Tony should not be allowed to go first because he was very comprehensive.
No, I'm just saying. I'm actually just giving him credit for thinking like me.
I was trying to make your life difficult.
Yeah, in that instance.
But it's great he had something nice to say about Tony tonight.
My life is already My life is
Yeah.
That's not
beautiful.
cheating. That's not cheating.
My
Like.
life is already
I say don't
beautiful.
take it. I don't believe you. Never have.
I mean, he just complimented you. So
Well,
how do you?
I mean,
vote?
Femi, you can't blame a man who doesn't seek, doesn't accept compliments.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
unfortunate.
I will blame the man who gives the compliment. Go ahead.
But I'm going to make my judgment based on, I'm always looking out for enjoyment. I want to listen to someone who I can enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm really not the guy who is looking forward to all the stats. And to be fair, I just want to enjoy listening to you. I just want to have fun. I just want to be
Like
happy.
Saloon Dio.
Yeah, that guy stood out. So
Back to the question: who would you want to listen to again?
yeah, that would be Segun. That would be Segun because he brought the street in the argument. He brought it was streetwise. He was there. He was able to convince me that look, after Invincible, I mean they're not the only ones. Juve did it some seasons back. Juve are in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Celtic did it too.
And then he then corrected Benjamin there.
That they're not-
Benjamin agreed only Juve had done it.
Yeah.
And he said AC Milan did it with Fabio Capello.
Yeah, he said so. So he was convincing. He was and it's not taking away the credit from what Benjamin did, but I think Benjamin at some point during the argument was a bit was second best. Was though like Segun was leading him and he was following because he took control of the argument, especially during the exchanges. And at some point I thought Benjamin ran out of points a bit, but Segun might not have had a lot of points, but he brought that street to it, and he tried to tell you that and so yes, you get like it tried to water down, even though you're making a point, it's trying to tell you and so you're already thinking, okay, maybe it doesn't really matter. So I like that intimidation he had against his opponent, and he's someone going forward people will be scared of facing because he is intimidating in his approach. So I'll give him my points. I think I love his style.
So Segun takes Chidi's points, enabling him cross the threshold. 60 percentage points. Benjamin has 20. There are 20 more. Even if Benjamin takes those, it will not be enough. So effectively, Segun takes this battle. But Tony, what does social media say?
Well, Twitter Femi, Segun sweeps Twitter. He's got 78.9% to Benjamin's 21.1%.
Excellent. So that's 70 to 20. And how about Facebook? Does Facebook split from Twitter on this occasion?
Well, still trying to confirm the details on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll just refresh one more time.
Yeah.
And we'll hit you with that in a moment. But at this point, we're at liberty to announce a winner.
Yeah, now on Facebook, Segun actually swept Facebook with 90% of the votes to Benjamin's 10% on Facebook.
Congratulations to you, Segun. You've come, you've seen, and you've conquered. Congratulations. You move straight into the round of 16. We'll see if you win the night at the end of the second battle. But you've done what you needed to do. How do you feel, man?
I think this is one of the best day of my life. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted, who called in, and to the judges also. We learn every day, and we also rise by lifting others. So, but I will go home for the round of 16, come back. The 1 million is still at stake.
You'll be fighting. Yeah. All right. So excellent. Your job is done. You can go home if you want. You can hang out with the guys and have fun if you want. But you've done your job. Benjamin, on the other hand, it didn't happen for you today. Your first battle, how did that one go? Do you remember?
I think I won that one.
You won that one.
I lost the second one.
Yeah.
Well, just an opportunity to be on the hot seat again. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So,
yeah.
I'm like, can I go home now?
And you sound a little deflated.
Yeah, he
not
is.
deflated.
Yeah.
The only thing I've been like stressed up today.
Today. Okay. So the point is, you are not out of the battle. At least not yet. Although we are going to need to determine whether you go through or somebody else goes through. We have to make that determination tonight. I know you're a family man. You're probably going to need to go. But if we need to release you, I think we can.
Absolutely.
If you absolutely need to go, we can. We will make the determination here after the second battle. So we don't keep you. But it's your choice, whichever one you can. Okay? You fought a good fight. You fell short on the night. But you can be proud of yourself and what you brought into the battle. Okay? All right. Excellent. Guys, battle 1 for the night has ended. We go into battle 2 for the night. 2 individuals, 2 guys waiting to go head to head right after this.
You could be 4 debates away from 1 million naira.
Good day, honorable judges, or ever attentive audience.
That's the majority of co-debater. We've crowned 3 I Beg to Differ debate champions.
My name is Sanvita Kaushik.
I'm Ruto Kocho. My name is Dawadiesa.
And if you want to be the 4th,
in fact, it even gives you a new global perspective.
The West
Since 1998.
Honor, but my job is not done.